What's up, guys? It's Caleb Breen from Simple Southern Survival, and today we have a new video. And this video is going to be pretty special because it's the starting video of the new kind of garden farm area that we're doing. And we're going to have a lot of plants, a lot of different things for horticulture and all kinds of things that we're going to be doing on the porch. And all the stuff we're going to be doing is pretty much kind of close to the porch. Around the porch and area. We're just gonna kind of spruce it up and make it look very cool. So what we're gonna do now is just kind of clean up the place, show you what all I have right now, and maybe tell y'all what I'm gonna be getting. And yeah, this is just gonna be kind of an introduction video of what all I'm gonna be doing. So yeah, let's get to it. Okay, guys, we have like kind of a miserable weather right here today. It's just been drizzling all day today, all week. It's just been kind of bad, but I'm just going to show you all about kind of how I got this garden set up right here. So right here we have some strawberries. Now this is my first time ever planting strawberries like this, and I'm really new to all this stuff that I'm going to be doing. I'm not real new to this right over here. This is basically all we've been having. We had these trees over here kind of blooming out right over here. Got the blackberry plant that I planted last year. I think this is going to be a second year crop, which produces in the second year. And then here's our grapevine right here. And our garden, got some potatoes planted right here also. And then I have this other little tree planted right over here, and the tomatoes right there. So that's kind of what's going to be happening right in here. And then I'll go down and show you all this at a closer angle. But here is our newer stuff right here. This is a strawberry right here. Strawberry, strawberry, strawberry. Now these don't look very good because I messed up when I was planting them. So how I did this was I started feeding them a little, like watering them a lot too much. And they just kind of died from a sickness that just didn't allow them to really open up and start getting green. So, I mean, yeah, that's kind of what's been doing it. So, I've been doing this method, little chopstick method right here, just to tell if the soil is good and wet. And what this is right here, the ends of it is really damp right here. So, I mean, you could tell that the dirt is sticking to it well. And it's raining, so the rain is blowing in on these. So, the soil is definitely good. We do not need to water them anymore. And I've also been doing some research to see these little pan ideas right here. So you basically just fill this pan up right here of water, right about right there, maybe, on the plant. Just enough to where the bottom touches and all, and so it don't overflow the plant. And that way the roots can dive down to the bottom and the plant will still survive. Then I have some trimmings from this blackberry bush over here that I have. I'll show you it. Was somewhere, yeah, right there. And you could just tell it's been getting pretty big now. So I just put some cuttings in here, cause this is an asexual reproduction right here. So I could just trim off a part of the stem, and the plant will still survive. And these also will survive and grow roots. So I've had these planted right here for a good while right now. They don't develop roots and all. And then the soil is real wet, so I don't need to water them any. This is also one, a little smaller one. Then another one right here. So yeah, that's kind of what I got on the table. I got all my stuff over here. Don't mind these right here, because in the last video, or one of the last videos, I had these and I started shooting them in that trapping video. So yeah, I'll just keep them right there. Then I have some pots and all right over here. A little irrigation system, Gatorade bottle, and a stick, some duct tape. And then I have my watering can and some soil and some more soil. Alright, and over here we have these pretty mums. We've had these for a little while. And they're doing really good. They're getting real green. This one's also getting green. Then I have this butterfly plant. That's what they call. It's real pretty over here. Then I just got this today. It is a cactus. This cactus is pretty. It's real getting green. I just repotted it today. Bought it from the Home Depot. And yeah, it's doing real good. And then I have this big old plant right here. this is an ivy right here. And it is branching out very long. It's very cold hardy, meaning it won't die in the cold. It's a really strong plant. It's getting really tall. About time to trim it up. This is some peppermint right here. It's really green. Getting real good right now. And then this right here is some rosemary. And it's looking very good. It's real green. And you can feel it right here. And then touch yourself like this. And it smells very good. People use it for teas. Peppermint used for teas. You know, the mint candies. Put it like that. And then, yeah, it's very good to use for making teas or whatever you want to do. This pot right here was nothing. It had something in it, but it kind of died over the winter. Yeah, it just wasn't doing real good. Now the spring's time coming now. So, I mean, we got everything blooming. And this is the most exciting part of, like, the whole growing season pretty much. Because everything's blooming. You can see how much fruit you produce. And, yeah, during later spring, you'll get a good harvest. This is something right over here. It's just kind of dead now. And then we have a baby little aloe right here. Aloe plant that we're going to be having. It's getting a little sick right now, but once we water it and all, it should spruce back up. And yeah, that's kind of all we have right now on the porch. But what I'll do, see these columns right here? Probably put some hanging ivies down like that one over there. This one's really pretty. So I'll probably just kind of hang it down over here. And yeah. So that's kind of what all the porch is. And I'm about to show you around on the property, see what all other things we have. And we're going to probably put some stuff. Okay, guys, so we're at the doorstep. We got one good mum right here. These other ones right here are dead. And I thought, there again, I'm a beginner. I thought I could just replant them and they grow back. But guess what? Those are fully dead. And there's no coming back on them. So we just have to do better about that. I've learned from my mistakes. They still ain't came back. So I'm probably just reuse that soil right there. Clean out them pots and put something else in there. Another mum here in the springtime. And yeah. So that's going to be what we're going to do right here on the doorstep. And we're all probably going to put some mums down the steps right here. So yeah, that's kind of what we're going to be doing at the front area. And the front area is what I really want to focus on right now. Because it is going to be a pretty little opening session of the house. And all of that's going to be happening right here on this open center. Okay guys, so we have some cuts of the trees right here. And I don't know what type of trees this was. I didn't even know Daddy had replanted these right here. I didn't do it, so I wasn't sure what happened. And so we're just gonna replant these trees and keep them right here until they grow up. And this is gonna be at the cornerstone of the house. And then we have a kind of a different variety of trees right over here. I thought these were gonna get really taller, but I don't know. I guess they're just kind of midget plants. So I mean, they didn't get too much taller. So this one right here, I'm not sure what that is. This one's like an evergreen right here. This one does not die during the thing. So, and this one's really pretty because you can touch it. This one also smells very nice, and it's really bright green and just pretty, even if it's short in front of the house. This one right here, I'm not sure what this is. I'll have to go do some research on my plants, but this one's really nice. It's green and has a hint of red in it also. And this right here is some type of other tree. This one didn't die either. So, I mean, it's real cold hardy. All these plants are pretty cold hardy. So, yeah, that's one of them. It's really bright yellow and green. So, I'll just have to do some more research on this. So, here's one part of the house. Or one part of the plants. And then there's on the other side of the doorstep. Have about pretty much the same thing. This one got a little taller. I think on this side they kind of got a little taller. This one's getting a little dead up in the front right here, but it'll be okay. And then we got the same ones planted over here as we did on the other side. So yeah, that's going to be kind of the doorstep part. So yeah, I'm going to show y'all the other fruit trees and what we're going to be doing. over here around the other side of the property. Okay, if you hear this wind's whooping pretty much right over here, so I mean, can't really help that. But here's our grapevine right here. This is Scufflin's, and yeah, it's doing really good. We trimmed this back in, I think, January, and it's doing good right now. Then we have this gorgeous plum tree right here. This tree is getting all these pretty blooms right over here. And I'm going to have to prune it a little bit also after this harvest. And there is some petals on the ground. But this is really pretty right over here. Then we have this tree right here. I'm not real sure. We call this the peach tree. And this also has some good blooms. But this one ain't a fruit tree. And yeah, this one's just all around a really good tree right here. And then check this out right here. We have where we're gonna plant the tomatoes. Gonna have to kind of get the hoe out and kind of dig up these weeds and all over here. We got the posts over here just to mark where the tomatoes are. And we usually do ours in a hay bale. And the hay bale is just supposed to trap in all kinds of nutrients and stuff just to help the tomatoes to grow better. Now I'm also gonna use some other plant and other flower that's going to be put around the tomatoes to supposedly help them taste better. I'm not sure. This is my first time doing it, but maybe it'll just be good. Okay, here's the blackberry bush right over here. It's doing very good. It's still young. It's got our sprouts over on the limbs right here. It's got that good red color. This one's a really long cane right here. And yeah, we just kind of cut some canes around on the base right over here just to make some trimmings of the other blackberry plants that was on the porch right there for them to develop into good blackberry plants like this. We wanted to do this also because we do have some wild blackberries along the pond, but like the deer, they just been getting to them before we could. So I mean, yeah, we just didn't get a lot that we wanted, so we're gonna have to produce our own blackberry harvest. So yeah, that's kind of what we're gonna be doing over here. Okay guys, so here is the blueberries we have over here. We got some pretty nice blooms on these right here. Pretty pink blooms. These are gonna be loaded with blueberries. So is that one and that one. We also do have some younger ones over here we planted last year maybe. Yeah, this is it right here. It ain't got really good growth on it. I don't think it's gonna make any this year. So maybe next year we'll probably get some more. And then here's another younger one we planted. That one may have a few blueberries. And yeah, the ones with the most are the oldest ones, like always pretty much. So yeah, this one is loaded with blooms and all. So yeah, they look really good. I'm gonna be very happy about when these blueberries gonna produce, cause usually it's iffy. Sometimes we have a lot of blueberries and sometimes we don't. So maybe this year we'll have a buttload of blueberries. Okay guys, so we're also gonna be doing some fruit trees over here. So these fruit trees are gonna go kind of right beside the blueberries, right over here. That way they get plenty of sun, because the sun sets from east, goes all the way down to west over there. And that's north, and this is south over here. So yeah, that's kind of what we're gonna be facing right here. And yeah, this is what the trees are gonna be right here. And we're gonna be doing like some pomegranate, some lemon, some apple trees, and all kinds of other trees. And yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing pretty much over here. This is gonna be the cornerstone of the tree section and all our bushes right over here. And we may even plant some blackberries around over here. So yeah, that's kind of what it's gonna be over here. Now let me show you the garden. Okay guys, so here is our garden. We don't have any raised beds right now. I don't know if I really want any raised beds or what, but it's kind of overgrown with weeds right here because we ain't got anything planted much right over here. But during the summer and fall, it's definitely going to be loaded with plants and all kinds of things. And usually we have corn coming right over here that we're going to be planting. And then over here, I think we just got some, I don't know, some collard maybe. We're not really doing too much with these right here. We're just kind of letting them sit over here until we kind of come over there and plant some other things over here that we're not going to let go to waste. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing over here. And then right over here, we got the squash and zucchini coming and running over here. And then we also going to be planting some other things over here. Just all at different times and sometimes all together. So yeah, we got a pretty big garden area over here. So we're going to be planting a good many vegetables and all kinds of things. And right here, I planted some potatoes right over here because it is potato growing time right now. So we have a few sprouts, it looks like, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's a sprout or not, but they're going to be coming up in a little bit. I'm not worried about these right now. So yeah, that's going to be kind of the tour of what all we're going to be having over here. Definitely going to be having a lot of different things, and probably going to put some decorations also. So yeah, this is kind of the homestead, what we have. So I'm going to be building also a worm farm, and I'll show you that and how I'm going to do it here in a little bit. Let's get to it. Okay guys, so this is how we're going to be making the worm farm. So stay tuned for this weekend because I am going to be ordering the worms to put in this. So this is what you call a 3-tier 5-gallon bucket method. It's basically 1-gallon bucket, 2-gallon bucket, and a 3rd-gallon bucket. Now the 1st-gallon bucket is filled with soil on the bottom, and then maybe some mulch in here, and then our leftover food scraps. They can't have any meats, any dairies, anything citrus like that, but we're just going to be putting kind of some fruit peels and all kinds of different things in there also. And in the 2nd tier right here, we are going to be putting pretty much the same thing. And the 1st tier and 2nd tier liquids also drain into the 3rd bucket, which is what you call the worm pea. That's what I call it, or any worm juice or whatever you want to call it. And then that's just the excess liquids and all that you could dump straight back in there, and the worms will be happy. And once that's all finished right over here, you can collect your worm castings. And I'm going to be making maybe 3 of these little worm things, hopefully here in the future. But right now, I'll just start off with 1. And let's see how this goes. And maybe if we're successful, we'll have a few more of these. So yeah, thanks for watching this introduction video of our homestead and what we're going to be doing over here. And I'll see you in the next one.